This will be a video chart on WAVX, Wave Systems Corporation. I did this one, I think about a week ago, and when the chart looked like that, I believe. And since then, did a very nice job of following through with this bounce that it was starting to show off the 10-day simple moving average, which is that gray line there. We had five green days in a row, and then today finally had some profit takers step in. Volume was a little higher than I would like to see it, but nonetheless, you held up above the key support levels, and that's what matters at the end of the day. So I want to quickly get things updated here so people have an idea of what's going on going into the weekend and next week. Not going to be anything too long, just because the chart really doesn't have too much new stuff to say. I mean, it's still in a very strong uptrend, and once again, that's just based on looking at these four moving averages. The 200-day simple moving average, the 50-day, the 20-day, and the 10-day, you can see are all pointing up, all have nice space in between them. So in terms of an overall trend and an overall picture, the bulls remain, intact and in charge. No questions asked. Sure, red days happen. That's just part of the stock market. And as long as supports hold, they prove to be healthy. Just staring right here, great example. About a 2.5 week period of just kind of slowly going downwards, but when I got down to these support levels, we had the big move up. My guess is by this point in time, people that have been holding this are used to these sorts of pullbacks and don't really get too panicked. But with everything being said, there are a few updates that need to be done. The first being this previous resistance can be turned to green because it is a support now. This level is at 385. And the price did drop below intraday, but managed to close above it, so it is still support level. We have our line up here at right around 450, which is resistance. Did break above it on this day here, but from the daily chart perspective, we always care about where the close is. So we couldn't close above it, which kept it resistance. Got up close the past couple of days, including today, but couldn't get above it. So this 450 area still does remain a resistance, and this is the key area right now that the bulls want to see the price get above and hopefully start to put some closes above. Now, if this pullback, becomes any stronger and pulls back more, that's just part of the game, and still plenty of supports below you. If this 10-day doesn't hold, then I'd look for it to probably come down and visit the 20-day. That wouldn't be anything new. If you go back through the chart and look, there's lots of history. Here's a couple of days right here where the price gets right around this red line before recovering. And really, it could get down here, and if it goes through, there's still hope. And the reason I say that is because we have, it's a big brother down here, the 50-day simple moving average. Preferably, nobody wants to see it drop all the way down there. But, technically, it could do that. It could drop down there. And as long as this level holds, it would put in a higher low in the overall chart and, keep the uptrend. So that's a possibility. And, if it does happen, and you're a day trader and you bought up here, sure, that's going to be a house of pain. But if you're one of those who's just kind of riding this overall trend, that's the chart's still going to remain intact for you. As far as the weekly chart goes, if you go back and watch some of my other videos, I've been talking about the $3 level. I'm not going to go into why in this video. You can go back and watch some other videos. But you can see we're still holding up above it, so this is good. And like I said in other videos, the longer the $3 level holds, the stronger and stronger the chart's going to become, especially on the weekly chart. So yeah, we're getting some pullbacks, but go back and watch my other videos and see why this $3 level is so important, and you'll see that, despite this action here, so $3 is the key, and it's been doing a great job of holding up, and as long as that remains the case, the chart is going to look more and more pretty each and every week. So overall, good looking chart. Finally got a red day, and profit takers hit it pretty good, but in the overall picture, bulls are in charge. So just keep that in mind. Don't freak out. And if it does keep pulling back, the one thing that I would like to see is for this volume to drop off. We don't want to see a pullback with increasing volume. That's the total opposite of what we want to see. On increases in price, that's where we want to see increasing volume. But when it's pulling back, that's where we want to see volume drop as low as possible and not increase. So that'd be the one thing I'd watch for tomorrow. If it does continue to pull back, make sure that the volume doesn't get above this bar, because that's kind of one of those things that's not good at all from a technical point of view. If there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so check it out. One more time, this was WAVX. Thanks for listening.